What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. So we are here with another Xlov reaction. So I did end up watching the Riz choreography without reacting to it because I got impatient. But oh my god, it was insane. They're crazy. They are so sharp. Like, wow, and their flexibility too. You guys know I love flexibility moments. I was a gymnast before, if you don't know this. So anytime we got a flexibility moment, splits moment, I'm game. So today we've got the one and only choreo, and I have not listened to this song yet, haven't watched the music video or anything, but people have been, this has been like the #1 recommended choreo for me to watch next. So this is what we're checking out, and I'm very excited. So let's see. They have a nice practice room. That's a lot of space. Like, it's crazy. Their synchronicity, their sharpness. They have the most insane control over their bodies. Exactly, front walkover moment. Ooh, head release moment. This is fire. Ooh, I like those arms. I like that they always have a lot of choreo where they're like interacting with each other. And they're so precise every time with the formations. Alright, work it! But like they're all so flexible. Ooh, this is cool. He looks so short next to him. Like their isolations are insane. Oh, I like that. Now they're head release and they all go for it. See, like they did like that double jump and they were still perfect in the formation. This is so cunty. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Wow. Ooh, I like that. Like their synchronicity is just crazy. Ooh, and they did like that full 4-starch on the foot. Dang, I know his quads are burning after that. That was fire. Like that front walkover moment right from the beginning. I gotta learn that, and I want to learn the back words, almost back bend, like circle into the splits from Riz. I gotta learn all their flexibility moments. So I'll do those challenges at some point. But ooh, that was so good. And like I said, it's just insane how sharp and precise they are on everything. Like, and they're all like almost equally flexible, which is crazy. Yeah, they are so talented. So many of these new 5th gen groups have just been blowing me away with their choreography. Like the level of dance is just insane. And they're definitely like, I would say out of the 5th gen groups that I've watched, them and them and If I are my top two for like dance. They both just have that insane level of sharpness. Like they're so, they are so sharp, so fast, so precise, and it's incredible. So let's watch this again because we got some stuff to go into, and I enjoyed the song. This was a good song. I was a little bit distracted, but it's a good song. The height difference here and just like the in general size difference is so funny to me. This is me on my pole vault team. This is everybody else that was on my pole vault team. I was literally like, I think the next tallest person on my team, well, was my coach, who's still like 4 inches taller than me. But I think there was at least, I think, an 8-inch difference between the next shortest person on my team. So I get him. I understand. Yeah, yeah. I need you, baby, like the balance and the core control that you have to have here. This is so much core control. And through the neck too. Like, to hold yourself in this position to continue sliding outwards, like you have to have so much control through your legs, obviously, and the balance through the toe. But this is all core. Like, look how straight their bodies are. And even like having a slight back bend instead of being hollowed is even harder, just because the core muscles are more lengthened. So essentially, we're going to go into a little bit of anatomy here. So when a muscle is lengthened versus shortened, it's easiest to hold a muscle in the shortened position. So if you're doing a bicep curl, your bicep is the longest when it's out long. So that's why the very first like quarter of the movement is the hardest. And then once you shorten it all the way to here, then you can kind of hold it here forever and it's like whatever. So the same with the core. When you're in a more hollowed and rounded shape, it's easier to hold it there as you're leaning back. But if you let the muscles lengthen like they are, getting into this slight arch, it's a lot harder to hold that stability. So it's even more impressive. Too much longer, baby, I'm a lover. Can't wait for too much longer, baby, I'm a lover. Like, that was really impressive to me. So, sorry, right here. Like, the knees, the turnout, like all of this turning on his toes, so controlled. And like he exaggerates that. And it just like, it looks so good. Like I always say, using up that space around you to be able to do this with the legs is always something that I think is really difficult. And he just, it's so smooth, like buttery smooth. And then we got these cool arms. Like I said, I love how much they interact with each other throughout choreos. And I mean, that just takes even extra focus and precision because the formations have to be so precise that you're the correct distance from each other at all times. See, I love how they play with tempo here. Like, we'll go from a slower movement and then speed it up, and then exaggerate movement and then speed it up. So exaggerate, faster, sharper, slow into fast. Like this turn specifically right here. Look at how they exaggerate this. And they stay in sync the whole time, which is so difficult with this tempo change because this first half of it, super slow, and then boom, right down to the ground. So we'll watch it in fast motion again. And again, even coming up from that, like so smoothly like this, that takes a lot of like quads. Again with the core control. Yes! Like he goes into this, I need to stop saying like, he goes into this so smoothly. And to be able to control it every time, especially from a foot position this far away from your hands, you have to have a lot more heel drive. You have to use a lot more of your actual delts. You have to use a lot more actual strength to get the movement over when you're starting from this far away. But starting from this far away is what allows him to pass through this shape, which looks extra cool with that full split. But typically, like in a front walkover, it's much easier if you start with your foot very close to your hands, because then that just gets you like your center of gravity with your shoulders through your hips is already right on top of your wrists. You're already stacked. Whereas here, his center of gravity is way back here, and he needs to go over his hands. So he has to shift his center of gravity up first over his hands before he can do the full walkover. So that takes heel drive, but you can't just use momentum because then you will come off balance. You will not be able to control it correctly. So it takes heel drive, it takes body control, and then it takes anterior delt strength. So when he has to lean over his hands more so that he has the leverage to transfer his force of his center of gravity over his wrist. So he has to get some more of his body over his wrist first. So when you're in that, I don't know how much of me you can see, but when you're in that position where you're on your hands and your shoulders are in front of your hands, that's all anterior delt to get you back into this handstand position. So see, look at this angle. It's this muscle that's doing all the work to hold him up right now. And then we transfer into this straight, like these are stacked. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, hips. And then boom. And then when you have the back flexibility to be able to land your foot this close to your hands, that's what makes it so easy to control, because you can just stand up right away without having to rely on momentum. You can just use core control to stand up from that, where if you're less flexible and you're landing farther away, in the same way, you have to do a lot more work and use a lot more momentum to transfer the center of gravity back over your feet. So by having this flexibility, this is why he's able to control it so well every time and have the confidence to do this in music shows, show after show, and know he's going to land it. The shoulder flexibility here too. Like, one, love a neck release. It's one of my favorite things, like, included in a dance. I think it adds so much when you fully throw the head back. But look at this. Especially right here. He has the most of it. Like, that is a difficult position to be in. Like, I am really flexible, and this is still, like, really awkward position. It's actually easier this way. It's not hard at all for me this way. Wow, I did not realize I had that much of a discrepancy. The arms here look so cool. Like, so sharp, like, bam, 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 using up so much space around them, creating cool silhouettes. Boom, boom, boom. And notice even it's choreographed even down to the fingers. And then formation is perfect to get them all perfectly equidistant from each other. They're in the exact right position to interlock arms. Love it. See, like, they do these two little jumps and they still stay perfectly in formation. See, even they're still perfectly right directly in front of each other. Even like the legs, they stay perfectly in sync, perfectly covered by this guy in front. So you can really, really tell they are exactly in sync and moving the exact same amount of distance. So precise. Such a cunty move. See, and like having this type of arm position, it it ends up looking really cool because it creates this contrast. Like, this is such like a wide open, sharp positioned position. Like, it creates this angular, it creates this triangle up here. But then the shoulders, the hips, and the legs, they're all much smoother movements. He's doing like the shoulder circle, a little bit of a hip circle. Like, it's just this contrast between such a sharp angular position versus more softness and fluidity in the body. And like, to do this, having the echo effect with him and then these three echo and then coming back into sync, they're only able to pull it off so well because of how incredible they are when they're in sync. Because if they didn't all hit it perfectly as they came back in sync, it would look really weird. So sharp, even into the bending in half positions. More cool arm positions, and you can see again, look at their hands and their wrists. It's all choreographed all the way to the final extension. And I love that when they're in these positions, you can tell they are fully extended through even every finger joint. Like, it's not a loose hand, like, and it's not a loose straight hand. It is extended. Lisa, got me papi chulo mamacita, mixing you up like I'm serving margaritas. Muy fancy bonita chica, 이뤄줄게 원했던 모든 거 구름 위로 올라가 take you go. Baby you so fine, want to do myself fine. I don't want nobody else. Float away so high up in the clouds. I really like this part with the arms up here for him and then here for the rest of them, especially since he's so much taller than them all. And then having the upper arms, it's just an extra dramatic effect. So high up in the clouds, we're in the clouds now. Trying to be your one and only, come me. So call me whenever you're feeling lonely. 가까이 turn to fiesta. 느껴봐 when the caress your body. Move to the rhythm, move your feet to the rhythm. Give me energy, what you say, bombs in the way, burning in your heart. And like, just anatomically, this also takes a really big range of motion. Like, you have to be, you have to not have any tension in your hips or any of the muscles around that, because essentially, like, your pelvis is like two structures of bones that are connected through the cartilage here. But they're literally moving one side of it that like super far up. Like, they have a very large range of motion that they're able to get off the ground with that. So it's like they're really using that, because this foot is still flat on the ground. They're not coming off to the side to fully tilt or anything, and they're not really tilting their bodies to the side. They're just using that range of motion, literally pure mobility. What you say, bombs in the way, burning in your heart, but no lies, I'ma give it to you straight. Give me energy. What you say, bombs in the. And I like how in the front they're doing it slower, a little bit like more exaggerated again, and then as they echo, they speed it up. Energy, what you say, bombs in the way. It doesn't even matter as long as we keep turning it up. He's so springy through this jump, like boom. Like, again, I love when they really let the neck go. A lot of times, for most dancers, you'll find they're a little bit more stiff in letting their neck move around fully, whereas he's like fully letting it like go in different directions, throw it back, and move with the same fluidity as the rest of his body. Where most of the time, you'll notice like the dancers will want to keep their head kind of straight. If there's a throwback, they won't want to throw it all the way back because they want to keep their eyes looking forward, looking at the floor, looking at their surroundings. Because when you throw it back, you do get like, you lose your orientation for a second. But It looks way cooler when you do that. Oof, so awesome. But like, see, like we're coming through this, literally springs in the legs. Like, look at that height. Okay. Boom, head comes back. It's just moving with the same fluidity as every single other one of his joints, which is so rare. Like, look at this. There it goes again. And then we have a bunch of movement to the side here. Look at this. Just super impressive. The control. Like, he looks so loose. Like, not bad loose, but like there's no tension, there's no stress in his body here. And then to be able to come into such a controlled jump out of it, turn and then jump, boom, out of that is so impressive. And then again, another throw the head back. Like, that's so satisfying, him coming down, him coming up through the waves. Like, work it. Look how much they get into those chest isolations. Ooh. And this right here, the amount of forced arch. So forced arch is this position on the front of the foot. Look how they're actually pushing all the way up. So it's like essentially like when you're pushed down on the toes all the way. Like, it's pretty easy to be lazy on that. To fully extend through it, like, you need to be pointing your toe hard. And they all do. So there's a much more dramatic effect of this. So you can see the contrast here. He's not fully extended through it right here versus these two are. Like, work it. Like, the flexibility, but also the strength to be in this position for this long and to get in and out of it so smoothly. 8. Ugh. I'm obsessed with them. Like, this concept is everything. And not only do they have such a cool concept, but they have talent levels literally off the charts. And they're so, like, their dance is so me-coded, like, with all the flexibility and the gymnastics-y moments. It's, like, it's everything. They're everything to me. So please let me know any other choreos or music videos I should watch from them. Kind of more into the choreos because their music videos, they're good, but they can't even serve as much as them just dancing. So yeah, I love it. Leave a like, comment down below, give me more recommendations. I will do any like flexibility challenges, like portions of their dance if you want me to. I'm already planning on learning the front walk over here and then the splits portion in Riz, just because it's so much fun to have dance challenges that include that. So yay. And if you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe. We did react to the Riz music video, so I have that on my channel, and then I have playlists for every single artist, so everything's easy to find over there. Patreon, link is in the description and in my bio. We got the coolest gang over there, so you know you want to join. And I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for visiting the channel, and thank you for your support.